What's good? Zay back in the building with another video for y'all, man. Today we are reacting to BRONNY James, man. His NBA draft combine scrimmage. It's little clips. I don't know if it's gonna show the full thing. I'm not exactly sure. This video's short, so it's probably gonna show little clips and stuff. But like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. Like, comment, share, subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. Turn on post notifications right now. I don't want to have to remind you later, but if I do, then that means you didn't do it yet. So that's what we're reacting to. BRONNY James, man. If you like sports, let me know. I love sports, basketball, football. Watch baseball sometimes, but yeah, basketball and football, man. I know what it is. Best NBA player, LeBron James. His son is in the combine. It's only right I watch. You know what I'm saying? It's only right. So here we go.
There he is, LeBron James Jr., aka BRONNY James from the association.
Not right now, and I think most of the guys we're going to watch today is probably going to be in the G League for next year. I think he's certainly a developmental project.
And we say he wasn't the lead guard because they had Isaiah Collier and Boogie Ellis, but he was for a 6-game period of time. They went 1-5. He shot 27% from three. He was a sub-5 points per game scorer over the course of the season.
Here we go.
Never played ball.
This is where they're going to put BRONNY James. They want him in the
Denmark
point guard.
a couple years ago. As far as really had a solid 2 days here and wound up getting drafted in the early part of the
point guard. There's one thing when it comes to a setting like this, and you all know it well. Don't do what you can't do. Do what you do well.
It's special. And that hurts them, I think, in this process.
Absolutely. Uncle John once told me they don't know what you don't know unless you tell
this year. I think one of the things that stood out most to me was the unselfishness and the ball movement that UConn had.
But he's not got to know that he would have to take a long route to get there. But Pat, his older brother, actually got a two-way this year
in this draft. Let me ask you this, Bobby, from an executive perspective. Like, when there's such limited film, there's not.
I was a star my entire life. In my first game in San Antonio, I never took my warm-up off.
LeBron James Jr., LeBron James Sr., and the Lakers have a few things. 2024 NBA Draft Combine. A lot of guys out here working in the scrimmage.
Bill's doing everything, and with all the great guys that are here, the great players, and then it's everything. Just continuing to stay in the gym, stay in
John
shape.
Calipari come through. Now with Mark Pope coming back to Kentucky, are you going to be that bridge that brings the old with the new? Because you're going to have that separation of Cal guys and now the old guys coming back in with Mark Pope.
My time with Kentucky was unbelievable. Having the opportunity is crazy, and it's really, really cool. So it's like
we'll see you around. Keep growing that stash out.
Yep.
All right, let's get back to some game action.
Guard, pick and roll.
One of the things with Reed Shepherd, who just joined us,
this game, it just really stands out how all the best players on the floor are older guys, late with his reads. The playmaking isn't there. They're playing him a little bit of point guard, and he's not comfortable.
he needs to go back to college. And he needs to find a college that is going to put the ball in his hands.
You can absolutely play that position at that size. You look at Deuce McBride for the New York Knicks, who took
Southern California, does a great job with the team. Why not? There's so many of these in club circuit, whether it's there, whether it's the Adidas Gauntlet, or whether it's the Pro 16. The way the system is structured right now, these kids do get to play against some of the best in the country, sometimes even the world.
And
it
very also stunts them to an extent because they all become friends. Yeah, they don't often compete
Older guys,
against their friends.
they're so old because they had the COVID year. They've been in their college.
1 or 2 years of college, maybe. If they've been in the G League, there's going to be a pro, and there will be somebody out here that becomes that. But what I have seen,
he hasn't officially said it, but I think he is very committed to this process. And a lottery pick, no. Necessarily a future all-star, probably not. But listen, it's going to be important for him to show better than that. I'm sure
how adaptable he is to whatever schemes they have out there, what type of person he is within that locker room, because the reality is he's going,
and there's somewhat of an unrealistic expectation. But how BRONNY managed that, to me, was super impressive.
I think as a role player, is there 1 or 2 things you can do really well, right? If you do 5 or 6 things really well, you might be at the next level, and what I think they had hoped it was going to be at USC last year. wrote about it, and he said it is not a priority. And workouts and a chance to sit and visit with him. Is there an organization that has a plan, that has a development? LeBron wants Bronny to be his own man.
Good play. Pass. He showed some versatility. He was a transfer from Missouri State. You see with some of the top prospects here.
And the European influence with that behind-the-back pass. You've been watching a lot of Joker running down the lane.
That there's something here, but he wasn't playing at a level, and then all of a sudden he started to go to some regional tournaments. And
is it anything that's not a glorified
of the game? A nice drive, shifted the weight of the defensive player, and then looked to attack that seam off touch in the middle of the lane. And we talked about the size of 6'1.5". One of the things that differential actually allows him to get that shot off, actually allows him defensively to continue to impact the game.
I didn't really get to see him play like that, but you hear all the noise and things like that. So,
the origin now, Wheeler High School. All right, some stars have come out of Wheeler.
The G League. When you were in New Jersey, Brooklyn, you're not asking him to come play that role. You're asking him to come defend, rebound.
Andrews winning 8.
Yeah, it looks like that was just the highlights and everything. That's pretty much the end of that video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications. But as far as that video, I felt like Bronny should have went back to college too, because I feel like he didn't get a fair full season the full season of the college game, because a lot of y'all haven't played. If you haven't played sports in your life, the translation from high school to college to pro is it's all different. It's different from the way you prepare, from the way you eat, from the way you approach your games, from the way you are in the game and how you move around. It's all different. It's different systems, different coaches, it's different mentalities. But you learn to develop traits and mentalities. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's some traits and there's still a lot of growing that he needs to do in order to get to a better level, in my opinion. The same for his brother. When his brother is finished high school, they're going to say the same thing for him. They're going to bring it back, to, how they think he develops and everything. And, unfortunately for Bronny, he had that heart attack and everything, but all glory be to God, he's still here with us, and he's still chasing his dream, you know what I mean? And, just because you don't perform well in the combine doesn't mean anything. There's a lot of guys who perform very well in the combine, and they get to the NBA and they trash. Some of them get to the NBA and they can never make an NBA team, let alone make a G League team. Some of them play in the NBA for about a year or two, and then they get dropped off and they go overseas, which is not bad. That's not bad either. We seen LaMelo Ball do it. We seen him play overseas for a while. Him and his brother, and unfortunately he made it, but the other brother didn't make it, unfortunately. But if he needs to go to the G League, if he makes an NBA team and he's just coming off the bench, you know what I mean? That all of that can help. And like I said, that's for any of these players. Like, none of these players just made it to make it. Like, everybody's saying, oh, he made it because LeBron. He's in the draft because LeBron and all this stuff. I'm like, it's easy to say that, but like, there's a lot of kids that are probably in his position as well. Their dad ain't LeBron, but they know so and so. And you can't hate on nobody for that. Networking is key. Networking is key. I'm sorry, if my son or daughter is trying to play sports, and I know this person, I know that person, I know that person, I'm sending them to that person to be the best they can be. And if I could get them in the NFL draft, I could get them in the soccer draft, baseball draft, combine, whatever sport they want to play. If I can get them to that position, I'm going to do whatever I can to get my child in that position. So for people to sit here and say, LeBron's son is in the draft. Bronny not this, Bronny not. From the eye test, you could say that. You know what I mean? I feel like all of these guys you could say that about though. All of these guys don't look great. I'm just being honest. None of these guys look great. And you're gonna see if they actually get drafted to these teams. Like we seen it with I forgot the one dude that everybody said he was gonna be better than Victor Wembanyama, and he struggled like hell. He struggled. That just comes with the level of competition, and that comes with a new system and learning your game. You know, changing your game, because like I said, high school, college to pro, that's all different levels of competition. In high school, yeah, you gonna feel like you're the dog because you may be more athletic than people. You know what I mean? You may be quicker, you may be stronger, you may be faster, you may be smarter. You know what I mean? And then college, you might struggle a bit. A lot of these college stars, like Bronny, like the big tall dude, I forgot his name, like Isaiah Collier, Reed Shepard, like all of these dudes, they not gonna just come in the NBA and ball out. You know what I mean? Victor Wembanyama is special. That dude's 7 feet and he's like Kevin Durant. That's something we've never seen. Like that's just talent. That's pure talent. That's pure talent. You just pure talent. But we seen him doing this in France, so it's a little different. The thing about it for Bronny is he didn't get a full season of college, and people feel like he shouldn't be in the draft. Who are you to say that? Like, you ain't, like, some of these people, I understand you watch basketball 24/7, probably more than me. I'm assuming more than me, you probably know more than me. But who are you to tell somebody that they can't push their child in a great position? Even if Bronny doesn't make an NBA team and he doesn't want to go to G League and he says, you know what, I'll go back to school. Even if he does do that, all of this will help when he goes to college, because now he'll have a higher level of understanding the game. Obviously, you're going to have to learn a different system, but he'll have a higher level of the game. He'll have that, but all that talk about people talking about, oh, he don't deserve this, he don't deserve that. That's easy for anybody to say about somebody. And that's why I said it just don't relate to him. You could say it about any of these guys. This is probably the first combine where I watch basketball a lot. This is the first draft combine where I'm like, I don't know who's gonna be number one. And it's some of these players I don't even know them. I've never even heard of them. Only player that last year's draft that I knew was Victor Wembanyama. And he was balling. Like, this draft coming up and this combine and it's all these guys in here, I'm like, they good, but they still look the same from high school to me. Like, none of them look like oh, they gonna take over. Like, when Victor Wembanyama came in, the hype was real. I don't see nobody in this draft that the hype is gonna be as real as that, and they gonna perform at that level like he did. He's a talent he's a generational talent for years and years and years and years to come. He's like the next LeBron in a sense. Like, he's the next guy. Like we expect you to be on your A game. We expect you to win multiple championships, MVPs, all of that. You know what I mean? I don't see nobody in this draft class that's like light years above Bronny. I just don't see it. I see everybody potential is like in the same realm. So I don't see how you can say, oh, he don't deserve it because he didn't play a full year of college. Back in the day, a lot of people used to go straight from high school. LeBron did it. Kobe did it. Like, a lot of people used to do that back in the day. They used to go straight from high school. So to say that somebody don't deserve it because they ain't playing college, that's blasphemy, man. That Stephen A. would say that's blasphemy, and even Stephen A. was bugging out on that. That's to say that's crazy to me. You know what I mean? Because he played very well in high school. So, like I say, man, nobody really stands out to me. But if y'all enjoyed this video, like I said earlier, like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and let me know who you think gonna get to the finals, man. If you're watching the NBA finals, I mean the playoffs. If you're watching the playoffs, let me know who you think is gonna make it to the finals. And as far as the WNBA, let me know who your teams are. If you watch Caitlin Clark, let me know what you thought about her performance, because that was, I don't know. Some people are hyped because she had 20 points. Some people are like, she had 10 turnovers. It is what it is. She played well too. It is the 10 turnover, but that's why I say it's gonna take some time for her to develop. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just expect her to go in there and dominate. Like, that's just not gonna happen. So yeah, once again, for the third time, like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. I'm out. Y'all stay blessed, stay positive, and stay tuned for more videos.
Energy.